All right. Get my book out. What we're going to talk about. Well, this is what I'm going to read. I would read it to you, but believe it or not, let's do comes in so professional, Charlie. It comes in all crooked. I mean, not crooked. Comes in upside down, backwards. I mean, can't even speak. So, in other words, when I show it in the camera is flipped, and I can't read it. But anyways, I want to read something before we start. Number 155, YouTube Live Yoga Routine. I have a calendar there, that's how I know. That's how I keep track. Not like Rain Man. I can't just remember. I used to, up to about 35, and I was like, man, I gotta go buy a calendar. I tell you what, if you don't know, calendars are extremely, extremely expensive. I usually download them and print them out. I wanted to get a big one. Anyways. So this is gonna start off our yoga routine today, and it's in regards to karma. I'm not gonna go into the depth of karma because it's really not too much to go in depth about. But this captures it all. It's from a book called We're All Doing Time, A Guide for Getting Free by Lozoff. And this book was probably one of the first books that I read that really got me into yoga. Probably 20 years ago, over 20 years ago. It was not this exact book, but a book that a friend had. And in this regards to prisoners and how they can use the prison system in a way as a ashram, as an ashram to give themselves structure, so on and so forth. It's a good book. You should read it. You should read it. We're All Doing Time by Lozoff. Okay, so this is karma. Karma is often easy to see. A Beatles song says, instant karma's going to get you. Let me start all over. I'm going to start over. This is the bad thing about live videoing. Can't edit that out. Anyways, I'll start over. Karma is often easy to see. A Beatles song says, instant karma's going to get you. For example, you step on the end of a shovel. It flips up and hits you in the face. Or you step on a banana peel and you fall. It's not good or bad. It's just the way things are. It's just karma. Just the way things are. It's just karma. Just the way things happen. The way the system is set up. It's just the way things happen. Karma's going to get you. I don't know the Beatles song. I don't know the Beatles. I mean, I know the Beatles. I don't know any of their songs. I mean, I know parts of their songs because they're famous, but I never listened to the Beatles. That was a little before my time. I do know people that listen to the Beatles, my age, but I wasn't into that. I was into breakdancing, man. Run DMC, jam on it. That'd be like 1983. Anyways, so let's go ahead and begin. So we're going to start off with the idea of karma. It's just the way things are. That's very important because it's a mindset that lets go of judgment and gives you the master control of how you perceive the world. When something happens, you're not going to be like, oh, that's bad, that's terrible. It may be bad, may be terrible, but that's a perception of what's happening. So we're going to create a positive mindset, and that's what we do on the yoga mat. We realize that we're not our thoughts. And when we realize we're not our thoughts, that means you're the master of your thoughts. You can get rid of the negative ones and replace them with positive ones. You're in control, man. You're in control of how you perceive the world. You're in control of your own happiness. And that's what we're learning on the yoga mat. Is to let go, realize you're not your thoughts, and then you can control how you perceive the world. And when all your thoughts are positive, you have this positive mindset throughout the day, and the perceptions of this is a negative perception. You realize that's your perception. You let go and let that be negative, let that be positive, let it be what it's going to be. But you're going to continue to move on in a positive direction with a positive mindset. And that's what we're learning. We have control, baby, by letting go of control. All right, so we're going to begin with the mountain pose. We're going to do 6 sun salutations, moving quickly. Usually we go slower because we only do 2, usually. But it's cold, and I need to warm up myself. It's cold. I usually keep the door open, but it's freezing. Hey, I'll open the door today. I'll open the door. Said it's cold, and I'm opening the door. But I have my socks on today. Usually don't wear my socks. So let's go ahead and begin. So mountain pose, 6 sun salutations. Then we're going to end in mountain pose, settling in the mountain pose, focusing on the breathing, focusing 100% on the breathing, and then boom, having a positive mindset. So through the shoulder width apart, toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. No tension in the neck. And you're going to lengthen up. So you lengthen up. Think of a string on top of the head. You're pulling yourself up. You don't bend down like this. I'm just bending down for the camera. You pull yourself up. You lengthen up, and then you let the bones settle on top of each other. And let the skeleton stand wherever the skeleton stands. As if you were just your skeleton. No tension anywhere. And just focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. That focusing on the breathing heightens your awareness, lets you know what's going on in the body, lets you know what's being stretched, lets you know what's being moved, makes you aware of so-called issues you may have in your lower back or your knee. But the important thing is you are not those things because you're focused on the breathing. You're aware of them, but you're not those things. You don't let the so-called issues become you. That is part of what we're learning. And the focusing on the breathing is the link that allows the mind and body to become one. When you're focused on the breathing, 100% focused on the breathing, you can't have judgment. You can't have the energy of control. Get rid of all those barriers that prevent the mind and body from becoming one. Bring palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhales, the first stretch, so go nice and easy. Then exhales, you hinge forward from the lower back. You're going to go right into standing forward bend. With a standing forward bend, palms are to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Forehead is going to the knees. You push all the air out. And then you just breathe. Let yourself breathe. When you're closed up in this position,
The belly is restricted. So when you inhale, the belly wants to breathe. So it pushes you out of the pose slightly. Let yourself be pushed out. Then when you exhale, the belly goes in. And you go back into the pose. Very important position, pose, because you're becoming aware of the subtleness. Focus 100% on the breathing, aware of the body moving in a subtle way. I keep on thinking of an echo. I hear an echo. Ever since I opened the door, I say echo. So left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, stop the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Front knees not over the toes. And you're arching the back, or the back is straight. If you're arching the back, the hip bones are pushing forward, back is arching, head is going up. If the back is straight, you're elongating, you're stretching out. You're to your palms. Got hair on my sock. And you're opening up here. You're feeling opened. It's a positive mindset, openness. So you're letting go of judgment. Therefore, if you're down and you feel like, man, I'm not opening up, my body's not opening up, the body does not dictate the mind. You're open. You let go of judgment. That is judgment. That's not what we're doing. Even if you're feeling like, man, I'm doing this perfectly, still judgment. That's awesome, but it's still judgment. Once you're settled, you accept and you feel open. Acceptance allows for openness. It's a mindset because when you go off the yoga mat in your everyday life, you're going to feel open. Therefore, you're open to new ideas, new adventures, new ways of thinking, so on and so forth. Just feel open. Then you're going to go to high lunge. So with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, get the leg as straight as you can. And then downward dog. The downward dog, arms are straight. Legs are straight. Tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor, and you are pushing into this pose. But you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. Now, even though you're closed up in this pose, you're still open. And you're open because of acceptance. Acceptance allows openness. And just focus on the breathing. And then you can slide into the upper dog. You drop down to the knees and the chest. You slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor. Of course, the palms are to the floor. Head is up and back. You're doing a scoop here as well. And you feel open. Now, if you need to modify this pose, you go to hands and knees into the cow, arch in the back. Or you go to the small cobra, bring the chest off the floor, going up. No pressure on the hands. Pulling yourself up with the back muscles. And just do the best you can and feel open. Again, the body does not dictate whether you feel open or not. Acceptance is what allows openness. Let go of judgment. Once you're settled, you accept. And then back to downward dog. Pushing into it. You're pushing all the way to the spot right before you feel like I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and just focus on the breathing. Let the neck hang. Let the head hang, so no tension in the neck. Push a little further if you feel like it. If you don't, say, hey, I can't go further. Listen to yourself. Listen to your body. And then you'll bring the left foot up between the hands into a low lunge. The low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, the back knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally, arching the back, or the back is straight. You're feeling open. If you're arching the back, the hips are pushing forward. Back is arching, head is going up. The back is straight, you're reaching out, you're elongating. And you just feel open. Settle where you are, accept where you are, and just feel opened. Again, we're learning the mindset of openness. So when you go off the yoga mat in your everyday life, you're moving through the world, moving through your day, you're open. You feel open. Man, it's a great way to live life. Just open. You're accepting. You're aware of what's going on. You're not in that so-called dream state. Very aware, very alert. That's one of the benefits of yoga. Then with the back foot, curl toes under, knee goes up, high lunge. So get the back leg as straight as you can, and then move into the standing forward bend. The standing forward bend, you are pulling yourself in and down, and you're accepting where you are. Again, even in a pose like this one, even though you're closed up, you're still feeling open. Because openness is in acceptance. It's a mindset. The body does not dictate whether you are open. That's what we're learning. That's what we're learning. Being able to use these techniques to tap into oneness, the palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale, turn the palms out, push the air down and out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down, forehead go to the knees. Push all the air out, and then just breathe. Focus 100% on the breathing. Echoey. Every time I talk, I hear an echo. I'll get something right here to block the echo, but can't do it right now. Palms to the side of the feet. Left leg is back again. Feeling open into a low lunge. Again, it's all a mindset. Open. Feel opened. Let go. Let go of control. Accept. Feel open. You're focused on the breathing. You're focused on the breathing. Your awareness is heightened. You feel what's being stretched. You feel what's happening in the body. You even feel, like for me, what's happening outside. I feel cool breeze. I have a water heater right here, a big water heater. It really messes up the sound, but I hear it. It's on. The reason it's on is my wife has the heat on, and I have the door open, so it cuts on. Probably why I can't afford to get a soundproof thing because my electric bill. High lunge, then downward dog, pushing into it. Really, really, really push into it. What we're learning here is acceptance and listening to the body. So when I say push into it, you take that in and you discuss it with yourself. You say, hey, I can't do that. Then don't do it. But if you can, then do it. Listen to your body. I'm not here to be your guru. I'm not here to be your leader. I don't want to be nobody's leader. It's too much responsibility. I'm a slacker. I don't want that responsibility. We're doing yoga together. I'm just telling you what poses to go into. You go into them. And we do it together. Then slide into the upper dog. Feeling opened, or modify it how you have to. But all joking aside, you're learning to be your own guru. So when you get off the yoga mat, you learn to listen to yourself. Things happen, you take it in, talk it over with yourself, and then make a decision. Somebody tells you something,
Even if you look up to the person, take it in, analyze it, talk it over with yourself, and then make a decision. Don't just follow. Not in 2019, don't follow people. Learn to listen to yourself. That's the mindset. Then back to downward dog. Now, I know there's yogis that believe in a guru. And I'm not saying don't believe in a guru. I'm just saying be careful. Just saying be careful. Talk it over with yourself. Even in a class that I teach in person, I'm all about being your own guru. It's just the way I was raised, the way I interpret yoga in 2019. Google is your guru. You have it all at your fingertips now. You don't need no guru. No, I'm just joking. If you want a guru, then you get a guru. If that's your belief system, do it. But if you're an Americanized American person that does yoga, nah, not easy. It's not easy. Google's your guru. I know. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's the new world, baby. The new world. Google's your guru. For some, and for others, maybe not. Maybe you need to listen to somebody and just follow what they say. Nothing wrong with that. That's what you want to do. But if not, learn to listen to yourself. That's what we're learning on the yoga mat. Trusting yourself, trusting your instincts. And then go in the high lunge, back leg. With the back leg, the knee goes up, get the leg as straight as you can. And then standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Then exhale. Then we're going to do 4 more. We're going to move quicker. Inhale. Exhale. Just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Let go of everything and just focus on the breathing. Dog is right on time. You hear that, dog? Left leg is back into a low lunge. Feel opened. Focus 100% on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. High lunge, then downward dog, pushing into it. Really go into these poses deeper, but still listen to yourself. Go to the spot right before you feel like you shouldn't go any further. Find that spot. Upper dog. Feeling open. And just focus on the breathing. And then back to downward dog. The focusing on the breathing is important. Very important because it allows the sun salutation to become a moving meditation. Left foot is up between the hands, opening up. Feeling open. High lunge, then standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Palms together, reach up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more. Exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. And then just relax and focus on the breathing. Left leg is back. Low lunge. Feeling open. Accept where you are. Let go of control. Let go of trying to be somewhere. Let go of judgment. Then standing forward. High lunge. Then downward dog. Pushing into it. Really push into these poses now. And then upper dog, inhale. Fully inhale and then just relax and focus on the breathing. Back to downward dog, pushing into it. Left leg is up. Left foot is up between the hands, opening up, low lunge. You inhale and then you just relax. Focus on the breathing.
High lunge, then standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. Relax. Focus on the breathing. Palms together. Reach out, up and back. Inhale. And then again, palms together. Inhale. Two more. Gotta fix my shirt. I did that wrong, actually. Sorry. That is the way to do it, but I did it. That's not what we're doing. Standing forward bend. Put yourself in and down. Left leg is back. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can, then you relax, and then just focus on the breathing. High lunge, downward dog, pushing into it. Really push into it. Upper dog. Downward dog. Really push into it. Man, my shirt's giving me a fit, dude. Left leg is up. Low lunge. See? Look at all that judgment I have on my shirt. Terrible instructor. High lunge. Standing forward bend. Sometimes you have a good day, and sometimes you don't. Then again, inhale. Exhale. Falling apart, man. Standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Left leg is back. Opening up. Feeling open. Downward dog. Pushing into it. Upper dog. Downward dog. Pushing into it. Man, I'm about to just take off the shirt. From the upper dog, you're going to low lunge. Feeling opened. Let go of the judgment of the shirt. Standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Arms together. Reach out, up and back. Inhale. And exhale. And then back to mountain pose. Sometimes sometimes when you instruct, you mess up. And it's great because that's life, man. That's life. Sometimes you have a great yoga routine when you do it by yourself. Sometimes when you instruct, you mess things up. Next day is perfect. That's so-called perfect. Then the next day you mess up. That's important to understand because that's how life is too. Some days are better than others, but it's the perception. So I'm instructing, right? So I'm trying to instruct, give instructions, and I know I'm messing up. But the value in that is, for me, is that's life. That's life. You're going to do everything perfect. That's what we're learning. To go that judgment, you know? And I think it's beautiful, too, to mess up because you take perfection too seriously. So we're going to go to mount pose. So with mount pose, feet are shoulder width apart, toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, no tension in the arms or the shoulders or the neck. And then you just got to focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. And you're going to watch yourself breathe. So to watch yourself breathe, bring your focus to the belly. As you inhale, the belly expands with air. Be aware of that, focused on that. And when the belly goes in, be aware of that, focus on that. Or bring focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. And you're just going to watch yourself breathe. Now you're already breathing automatically. But what will happen is you'll start to control it, most likely. And then when you realize, hey, I'm controlling my breathing, just let go and just watch it. And then you'll start controlling it again, most likely. And when you realize, hey, I'm controlling my breathing, just let go. Don't try to let go, just boom, let go. And also what'll happen is you'll start to think about other things. And then when you realize you're thinking about other things, let go, and just bring your focus back to your breathing. And that'll happen again, most likely again and again. But the beauty of it is you realize that you're not your thoughts, but the thing that's watching your thoughts. That's the important part of yoga. Like I was talking in the beginning, when you realize you're not your thoughts, but the thing that's watching your thoughts. That means you are the master of your thoughts. You can get rid of the negative thoughts or let them control you and replace them with positive thoughts. Or just get rid of them and create a collection of positive thoughts. Then you'll have a positive mindset. And when you get off the yoga mat, you'll look through that positive mindset, and that's how you will perceive the world. Very important. So we're just going to stay here a little bit longer, so just watch yourself breathe. Palms together. That's it. So that's 155, number 155 yoga routine. If you want to categorize some of the routines in my life, I want to think, hey, that was probably not the best routine I've ever instructed. But overall, the collection of all the routines I ever did, that is yoga. All of them put together. Some are good, some are bad. That's what we'll learn. Very deep concept. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow. What's tomorrow? November 3rd, Sunday, at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste, peace and love.